Hey, what up, man? I'm in the building, man, supporting people around, man, 20 years in the game, man. People want to see the people that they want to see, right?
Yeah.
So make it make sense. Artists always treat people like they're less than, and I think that's so stupid because the people are the very reason that you are celebrated. That's all a celebrity is.
P. Brown been down, man.
You know what I'm
I know her when we was in College Park. She had a spot right in the front of the plaza, man. So I've been down with her for a long time. It's a pleasure to be here with K100. You've been putting it down for a long time, too.
Thanks,
so, you know, real recognize real.
There are not a lot of record stores left. There are not a lot of black-owned ones.
When I came in the game, brother, it was over 400 to 500 black-owned brick and mortar record stores.
Right.
Now it's under 70.
Yeah.
So it is
That's
it is a dying breed.
We popping, come out, pop it out, represent the street. You know, morning takeover, me and Young Jock. So man, I just came out to show my face, man. Turn up for my sister P. Brown. 20 years. It ain't as easy as going to somebody else, stepping to me and say, "Hey, shawty, can you get my stuff on the radio?" I can't. First of all.
Right.
And then one play on the radio ain't gonna do nothing for your album.
Right.
It ain't. I'm just being serious. These companies, I believe, you know, have a lot of backing behind them.
Yeah.
When they go into these entities into blowing these records up.
Hey man, what's happening, man? You don't know the name, check the chain, man. It's that boy Big Jig. I'm here with my dog Blizzum. You understand me? With ATL Record Pool, man. What's happening? We need each other, man. At the end of the day, man, the DJs need us, we need them. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel the need to have to be. I hate that I've been seeing a lot of stuff online.
Yeah.
Everybody beefing back and forth. I think it's corny, man.
If you're not here, you missing out, all right? P. Brown break artists. When you see people that's gracing this stage right here, these are the next up and coming people that's really finna shoot in the stars. And I'm gonna tell you, consistency. It's a lot of artists out here. I hear them complain all the time.
Right.
This record is trash. I don't know why this on the radio. Well, why you ain't out here?
Right.
Why you not out here performing? Why you not out here in the mix? You want to know why that trash made it to the radio? Because you weren't out here performing. They stayed consistent.
I feel like the artists were a little bit more hungrier back in the day versus.
Big Show with J Prez and DJ T Dig on Wednesdays at 5 p.m. right here on the award-winning K100 Radio.
In 3, 2, 1.
It's Street Anthems, bitch. Hey, come on. Music certified by the streets.
This your man DJ Will Money. Catch my mix show Street Anthems live right here on this station. I'm playing the hottest hip hop and R&B music. I'm also showing love to all the independent artists with the Indie Spotlight segment. So tune in to your favorite station right here. Let's get it.
Hey yo, Street Anthems live mix show.
Yeah, keep it locked.
Get live with DJ Will Money.
It's going down.
Here's another exclusive interview on K100 Radio. All your favorite stars are right here.
Yo, this is your boy Lil Wayne. Yo, let's go, man. This is Drizzy Drake.
What it do? This the biggest boss in the game, Ricky Rose. Get ready.
K100 Radio.
K100 Radio.
You are tuned to K100 Radio.
All right, what's happening, everybody?
R&B.
What is going down? What's happening? You know the drill. Yes. Welcome, everybody.
K100, you bastards.
What's going on? K100 Radio. I am your host, Blizz, and welcome everybody to another one of our direct line interviews over here on K100 Radio. Of course, you know, when we do these particular interviews, we basically just find some really dope people. Now, we always don't do artists. We've interviewed politicians, porn stars, all kind of stuff. But tonight, you know what I'm saying, we're going to stick to what we know, all right? So real quick, I'm going to go to my screen right now, and I'm going to bring on Monique Nikkole. She's on the air with us right now. Welcome, Queen. Welcome to K100 Radio. What's happening?
Hey, Blizzle. How are you?
How are you doing?
I'm good. I can't complain. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So I just like to give people the floor and just go ahead and run it down. Introduce yourself to our listening audience right now.
My name is Monique Nikkole. I'm a singer-songwriter, actually Grammy-nominated singer-songwriter. And I've been in the music business for a long time. I don't want to date myself. I started out as a manager, studio owner, concert promoter, and a lot of other things. And in 2015 is when I dropped my first single, Say Yes. It went to commercial radio, and it's kind of been just a nice progression ever since.
Absolutely, man. Congratulations on all the success.
Thank
all
you.
right? And I just want to run down this ensemble of things that she's got going on right here. Like it says, her story is one of resilience, of course. She mentioned that she's an artist, a businesswoman, and an unstoppable force, right? But she's got some real other things that she's got going on, and real estate investor is one of them. Owner of a lifestyle and fitness brand. Interesting that you said a concert promoter, also being an artist yourself. Very, very, very interesting. I want to have a conversation about that, of course, because yeah, you've got a lot to talk about if you do both of those. For real. Where are you from?
Brooklyn, New York, originally.
Okay, Brooklyn is in the house. All right, what's up? Shout out to Brooklyn in the building. Okay, so you've been doing this for a long time, and you've got a really great body of work. Like I say, you've got Grammy nominations and considerations and stuff like that. I want to ask you right now, I guess maybe the first place that I want to go, because you are also an entrepreneur and a businesswoman as well. On top of that, I want to ask you about the state of the actual music industry right now in 2025. What do you think about that right now?
It's bad.
No, it started out.
I'm sorry. I'm just not going to sugarcoat it.
Okay, all right.
The streaming has put artists at such a disadvantage. Mm-hmm. I don't care if any and everybody could upload their music. If they're not paying you for it, it has just watered down the industry. Mm-hmm. And to me, it's a negative. I don't think that it's added to any of us as artists. I think we need to get back, and I feel like the pendulum is going to shift. I think it's going to swing back to CDs and vinyl, because we're already seeing a resurgence of that over the past 5 years, right? And tangible goods, and this other now introduction of AI. Right. Also, and these AI artists that us human artists now have to compete with. Yeah. And it's sad. It's sad. Yeah. And I'm not anti-technology or anti-AI, but I just feel like the two kind of need to be separated. Mm-hmm. Now, I feel it's taking the soul out of music, and us as artists, and me on the business side as well. Mm-hmm. I just think, honestly, it's a losing situation, and we're going in the wrong direction.
Mm-hmm. I will say I definitely 100% agree with you on the tangible side too as well, because I just actually interviewed a guy here named Tobago. He owns DBS Sound. They just did the Cardi B in store here about 2 weeks ago. And her whole campaign that she's got going on, outside all of the drama that she says that she is or is not, I don't know. But you know what I'm saying? The campaign that she's got going on to push the sale of her vinyl stuff by doing in stores, going out, touching the people. The tangible goods, trying to make a comeback, I think definitely is going to have to be the way that artists really try to monetize their actual craft. I think for a while the industry got to the point where it was like, okay, basically, music is not necessarily something that you sell anymore. Basically, it became a marketing tool. Of course, as a creator myself, because I'm also an artist and a producer myself. So as a creator myself, of course, that's not the way that I see it, right? Like, music is my art. Like, music is something that takes me time and effort and to create, and I want to sell it and I want to make money for it. But then, after in between streaming 360 deals or whatever, it was just like, listen, the music is supposed to make you famous, and then good luck using that fame to get other avenues to become to get money, to generate income. Right?
Yeah.
Right. So how do you feel about that particular point? Like, do you think artists should maybe just listen? I know you don't feel this way, but like, what do you say if an artist says, listen, I know I'm not going to make the money off the music anymore. I'm using the music to try to get myself out there so I can get all these other brand sponsorships and stuff to make money. What would you say to that? As somebody that has other, like you said, brands and sponsorships and stuff that you have going on.
That's correct. It's a marketing vehicle, because just to be honest, you're throwing money. And you're throwing money at it, so that people could see your product, right?
Right.
The music is what catches them, and then you have to have something else that you have to sell, or you have to have something that they can learn, or something, and whether it's tangible or whether it's a knowledge-based product, there has to be something that keeps them there. And then there has to be something about you that other businesses want to now collaborate with you
Right.
Because whatever you're pushing in your music brings them to you, and they may say, "Oh, okay, well, look at her skin. Let's give her a skin product, or let her market this, or let him market that. He looks great. Let's put some Calvin Klein underwear on him because he could sell our product."
Right.
And music and product placement, movies, entertainment, that's nothing new. But the unfortunate part now for musicians is that they have to wear all of these hats in order to generate an income doing something that they actually love to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's the problem I have with it.
Absolutely. So I want to talk to you about when I read it, you were also a concert promoter. What are you? Do you still actively do it? I know you said in your opening.
I haven't in a while. I haven't done anything since the last show I did at Queen's Theater in New York.
Okay.
And that was with Keith Washington, Intro, Full Force, myself, of course.
Right.
And I had Nathaniel also, the great. Okay. And great show, great time. COVID hit. And a lot of shows that got shut down during COVID, like me being kind of on the inside, so many promoters had lost money. And then the market got so flooded to where now the customer had so many different options. Now it kind of puts the promoter at a disadvantage, because now if I put my money out there, how do I know that they want to see, let's say, I don't know, SWV, or they want to see Kiki Wyatt, or whoever I want to put on this bill?
Right.
It got to a point where I said, well, let me balance it out.
Right.
And then go back in the market, which now I'm looking at that now, because I think now we got kind of a balance. And then when I see what's happening with AI, and just kind of keeping my finger on the pulse of what's going on and how people are feeling about this on the consumer end, and I think that it's going to blow up in their face, because people are going to now want to have human contact even more now, because they're removing that that human aspect.
Yeah.
So this would be a really great time to start looking at Polestar and seeing what's going on numbers wise with these concerts, and trying to strike a balance.
Okay. Right.
And it's also a difficult uphill battle too, because now you have these promoter collectives that are getting together that have lots of money that they're pooling together. So it'd be nice to be able to fall into a group like that, where collectively we could do something together.
Yeah. And so being that you're an artist, I want you to give me an example of something that you didn't understand from the artist side, because I'm pretty sure you were performing before you were actually throwing your own shows or being a part of doing that. What is something that taught you? Because a lot of times, especially in the indie market, like we have artists who always have a problem with the promoter. There's always some beef going on or whatever. They feel like they're not getting, the fair shot, or they're not getting booked right or whatever. So give me something that you learned in being sitting in that position and wearing that hat that you didn't realize as much before when you were an artist, but it opened your eyes because you actually the person putting on the show. Give me one big thing that you learned from doing that from an artist perspective.
Well, I was doing shows before I actually started being a full-time artist in 2015. I started in the game as artist support, as a manager, as a label owner, as a studio owner. So I learned a lot about the back end of the business before I took the front end. So what I learned is, especially now, I could give it to you from both corners.
Right.
As a promoter, okay, the financial risk is yours. That artist has to get their deposit.
Right.
On the artist side, if you don't get a deposit, guess what? You don't have a date. Because unless you pay me a deposit on the artist side, that date is still open.
Right. Exactly. Very important. Very important fact.
Not care
Very
until I
important
have a contract.
Yeah.
A writer.
Yeah.
And my bread. And when I get there, before I hit that stage, have my bread.
Okay. The rest of the bread. The rest of the bread that's owed for the show. And the writer also is important. A lot of people don't even know what that term is. Pretty sure most of the people that's watching this particular broadcast probably will, because we cater to the industry. But just what is that? Just say I have no idea what that is. I'm just a person that goes to shows. What is that?
Okay, so a rider basically is a contract that comes from the artist or their management that says, okay, I want tea, I want throat coat, say I want a veggie platter, I need to have Sennheiser, I don't know, 100 mic, this, that, I need to have certain monitors, I need to have a monitor in the center of the stage, I need to have a sound check before, whatever your load in is. It could be anything as simple as just tea and some chicken wings. But whatever your sorry y'all, I've been sick.
That's okay.
But whatever your request is, you put that in your rider. That's what it's called.
Right.
And that could be anything from the technical end to the most simplistic things as Kleenex in your dressing room, or having a dressing room.
Yes.
Or having lighting.
Right.
But I don't want to stay on that too long.
Yeah. But
so that's what a rider is. And on the promoter end, the reason why my name is good is because I never stiff an artist. I never stiff the venue. Any place that I've done business in, they always want to say, all right, we're going to give you a once a month, or can you come back every week? Or can you do this? Can you do that? Like, they want to keep working with you because they bars getting sold out. They sections are getting sold out. And with my demographic, because I'm doing R&B, you have a mature crowd that works, that has money, and they spend money, right? So that's me on the promoter end. You always got to do good business and keep your face guard clean, whether you are a promoter or whether you're an artist.
Yes.
And on the artist end, guess what? You request that sound check, you're best to be there. You know what I'm saying? So you got to show up on time. You got to make sure that you deliver what you're supposed to deliver when you get on that stage. You can't get there drunk. You can't be high. You can't get up there and give half a show.
Preaching today.
You come, people can pay to see you. You got to give people a show.
Hey, listen. A round of applause for Monique Nikkole giving y'all some game today. I didn't know what I was gonna get out of it, but I got a lot out of that right there. That conversation right there is golden. All right, so we're gonna timestamp that one. You feel me? This is K100 Radio. I'm your host Blizzum.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
This is a direct line interview with Monique Nikkole. All right, and we're having a really great conversation so far. We got to make sure we dive into the music. Unfortunately, our direct line interviews are only 30 minutes, but we got what we got here. You know what I'm saying? But we got to get into the music. And I think one thing that you just mentioned, that you just said that I wanted to key in before we segue into the music, right? So you said that because I'm an R&B artist, my demographic works, got money, got jobs, you know what I'm saying, ready to go spend, ready to do. Your demographic matters. Things matter when you're talking about demographics. Now, of course, on K100 Radio, we are a hip-hop and R&B station, right? And our initial audience is independent artists and everything. Everything we do is for the benefit or for the promotion and the culture of independent music, right? So we deal with a lot of independent hip-hop artists. And you probably know how that can be, right? It's not the same. Yeah. So with that being said, because you said that you are an R&B artist and they're the ones that have the bread or whatever, I want you to talk to me right now about the state of R&B. I tend to ask R&B artists this question over and over because everybody has a different answer and a different feel. But right now, the state of the genre R&B, what do you feel about it right now? Some people have felt like it got a little bit too close to hip hop, to the point where they're saying now, listen, we got to separate the genres, because just like they had to start breaking down rap and hip hop, and they still need to do it again like 2 more times. They're saying, listen, we've got, just like on the Grammy battle, you're a voting member. You've got contemporary R&B, and then you've got different kinds of R&B categories, right? So what do you think about the state of R&B right now? Do you think it needs to be broken down yet again?
They probably have to do some subgenres, but I do see that over the last, I'm gonna say 3 years, there has been a resurgence of classic R&B. With the October Londons and who's the guy that Babyface just had signed? He did that remake, a Stevie Wonder remake. That gentleman, of course, Tank. Raheem Devine, Neo. I mean, you have that I feel like it's coming back, and I feel like it was missed for a minute because we were getting subgenres. We were getting more pop-ish, hip-hop kind of R&B.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they may need to put another subgenre in there, but it seems like it's starting to balance out. And that contemporary R&B could kind of be that other kind of almost, I don't want to say catch-all, but
yeah.
that for now works.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now I have, well, of course, myself, because I do classic R&B and I do contemporary R&B, which that's one of the videos I think you might have led off with. Was it Red Bottoms and Lingerie?
Right. Mm-hmm.
With
Yes.
me and Little Flip.
Right.
So, like, I play on that side too, because I could sing everything.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that it needs to be separate because it's two different types of music, although it falls under the umbrella of R&B.
Right.
Absolutely.
You really got a really great voice. Did you have any formal training? I know I got it wrong earlier, but you corrected me, and I'm glad you did because you said that you were doing the shows and stuff first before you got into being an artist. So
right.
is that just because clearly you probably can sing your whole life based on listening to your voice, right? You know what I'm saying? So, but you decided not to be an artist first. You decided to go behind the scenes on the back end first and then get into it, which is generally speaking, that's kind of the opposite how it normally happens.
I know. There was a couple of things that was going on there. So, when I was young, I was born singing.
Right.
Okay. My dad was a professional singer. You know, my sister's everything, choir, my brother, rapper, DJ, singer, like we grew up with music. But my dad was also a lieutenant on the fire department in New York City. And he got burned in the business by Billy Eckstein and someone else, Arthur Prysock. Y'all probably don't even know who those people are, but they were like the baritone voices of that time. And my dad was a baritone, and they were like, oh, we're not having him out here.
Right.
So they kind of sabotaged his career. He was a little salty, so he didn't want us doing music.
Okay.
All right. So that's it in a nutshell.
Okay.
And that's why I had gone into, like, I have a law background and I was doing other things, but because I was so intrigued with music, I would work in a supportive role. But the other thing that I was battling with was stage fright because I wasn't singing all the time. So then I became afraid of stage.
Wow.
And I just hit a crossroad where I was dealing with a lot of ungrateful artists that were unprofessional, not showing up to sessions, that I'm investing my money and my time, label-wise, promotion-wise, and everything else. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe you need to bet on you. And that's when I decided to drop Say Yes. And it's just been ongoing since then. And with the knowledge base that I had built up behind the scenes, I used for myself.
Yeah. That was smart. So you didn't have to run into the situation Pops ran into. And it's crazy because as an artist myself, I remember my son, he really looked up to me, especially, when he was born and he was a small child. I was still a very active artist and I was his hero, right? You know what I'm saying? And but he wanted so bad. He wanted so bad for me to like put him on songs and do. And I would do it every now and again. But I kind of feel your Pops because I was like, I went through so much crazy stuff in the industry myself, and I was like,
right,
yeah, I don't want this for my kid. You know what I'm saying? Like it's almost like being even anything illegal. It was almost like selling dope. Like it was like, yo, I don't want that for my son either. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. Like once you go through some stuff and you realize all the negative in it, you like, let's try to focus on science and math and tech, son. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't you want to learn how to code? I want to go in the booth. You know what I'm saying? No, don't you want to learn how to code? You know what I'm saying? And so I kind of feel what your Pops. Yeah, I feel them.
Yes, and I get it. I'm not bitter. Okay, because my life is good whether I do music or not.
Right, exactly.
I'm good. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I did what I had to do so I could do what I want to do.
Right.
And that's important, especially in this business, that you have some other revenue streams or something else going on for yourself, a little bit of something under the cap, because the bottom can fall out.
Yeah.
Especially now.
Especially now. I assume some of that bread came from that real estate. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I'm also retired. I was a detective sergeant as well in Nassau County Police Department.
Wow. I
So
think you might be the first cop I've had on this show. Former or otherwise that I know of. You know what I'm saying? I think you might be the first one. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the broadcast. That's beyond. You've lived a very interesting life. Like seriously, like this is a lot going on. Like when I read the EPK and I read the breakdown, I was like, okay, this sounds like a lot. This is almost not unbelievable. Like this is a lot that she's got going on, but you just added a whole nother layer of a conversation. I wish I could listen. We got to get to the music because I can go an hour on that right there. Let me stop myself right there. You stop. All right, K100 Radio.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
This is a direct line interview. We are rocking out with Monique Nikkole over here on our direct line interview broadcast. Shout out to everybody that's watching live on our social media platforms. I do have the Instagram live up today, but it looks okay. I don't like Instagram because they won't let me. It makes it skewed and stretched. Anyway, but shout out to everybody that's watching on YouTube and Facebook and everything like that. But shout out to people that are watching that little skewed up image over there on Instagram too, that's over there commenting and stuff. Thank you guys. We appreciate you. You feel me? What's up? This is Monique Nikkole, and we're gonna get into this music. All right. So this first song that I'm gonna play, I want you to kind of sort of introduce it. It's called "We Are One." All right. Tell me about this record, the inspiration, and then we'll go ahead and get ready to play it.
Yes, this record. Actually, I recorded this record in 2021. Believe it or not.
Okay.
And I've been holding it for my EP. Okay. And then my team heard it. I have like a new team, PR and stuff like that. But anyway, get long-winded. And they were like, oh, wow, this is great. Why don't we do this for the next single? And I'm like, all right, let's go. And it's produced by Black and Mild. He's out of NOLA.
Okay.
And it's co-produced by Jay Hot Scott because I had him like take the samples off and replay, and he did voice box on it, and he just, we just got together and we made it hot. And it's a Frankie Beverly remake, y'all.
All right.
Yeah, we are one. So you already know it was fire in the original form, and we just put a NOLA bounce to it.
Okay.
I hope.
All right, listen, this is K100 Radio. We getting ready to play this for the first time on the air. Probably won't be the last time. This is Monique Nikkole. Name of this joint right here, again, it's called We All Run. This is K100 Radio. Don't go nowhere. We got a couple more songs. I actually got a video that I think I'm going to play too also as well before we get ready to roll up out here. I don't want to hold her. I know you said you got some stuff going on, and you was kind of sort of on the weather, so we want to make it, we appreciate your time. We don't want to make this stretch out past the allotted time that we got. But we're finna get ready to
I'm
ride
here hanging out with y'all.
Okay, cool. Well, hey, you said it now, not me. So I'll run your hour. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do it.
That's all right.
K100 Radio. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube. Monique Nikkole. We are one.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
together, everybody. We are one. Now grab your partner. Get on the dance floor. Let's celebrate life, love. We're blessed to be here. Let's get it. Step to the left, step to the right. Drop it down and shake it right. Step to the left, step to the right. Spin her around and hold her tight. Step to the left, step to the right. Drop it down and shake it right. Step to the left, step to the right. Spin her around and hold her tight. Come on. No matter what we do, we are one. Love will see us through. Come on. That's the way it is. Oh. Come on. One love, one light, one heart. Unite, unite. One love, one light, one heart. Unite. Come on. One love, one light, one heart. Unite, unite. One love, one light, one heart. Unite. Come on.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, Hip Hop and R&B.
You know the drill.
K100, you bastard.
Yeah. K100 Radio. I am your host, Blizzard. We just jammed out with Monique Nikkole. The name of that joint right there was called We Are One. And Frankie Beverly remaking. You did the damn thing on that one. I got to give it to you straight up. Like, yeah. Yeah. Your voice is like, you can sing. Like,
Thank you.
Like, that's just what it is. It's like you could say. So I don't know how you went all those years, you know what I'm saying, and then just hop in the booth. But when you finally did, you made the best of it. And that's a real good feel-good jam. And like, so did you have to did you go through any steps of like getting permission? Has he heard the song? Do you know if he blessed it? Like, what's up with that?
Well, you know what? Unfortunately, when he passed last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but you know, you got Harry Fox, you got different licensing firms that you could just get a mechanical license and get a string. You know, you do that, make sure you get that in order, and then you're good to go.
Okay, all right. Well, I wish you would have just had a chance to just enjoy it himself, though. It's a great remake. Like, I like it.
Thank you.
I really like it. That's wedding. That's like, you know, like where you can play it and spin it outside of just radio. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I could just see him just doing the line dance to it and hearing the DJ just kind of mix it in himself like a good DJ really knows what they're doing, really blend that in like it goes. So yeah, it's a really great record. That's a really great one. Now, we got a couple other records that we got. Now, we also have I have the video loaded up also for the Red Bottom song, but it was another song that you also just released that I had. I don't know if you wanted to play that one or not.
Sure.
What I Feel Is Real, correct?
Yes.
All right. So tell me about that record.
That record is produced by John Michael Halcott. And the song is written by both of us.
Okay.
Myself and John Michael Halcott. And I know we came together. Mm-hmm. He sent me the track. The hook just popped in my head, the melody. And it just was so easy. And it was just in that warm, gooey part of my voice. You know, it's my wheelhouse.
Right.
You know, it's that Flatfoot R&B singing.
Yeah, and it's that real R&B right here. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like it's the slower tempo and just, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, so would you call this? Is this contemporary? Is this traditional? What would you?
This would be classic R&B.
Classical R&B. Okay.
Yeah, classic R&B.
If you were on a Grammy, you're a Grammy voter, but if you were on the board of people making decisions right now, what would you give me? How would you break R&B down right now? Like right now, if you could just do it right now, right off of your head, just break it down to like what's needed.
I think contemporary R&B, which is there already,
mm-hmm.
and you know, classic R&B are good, and I think the other subgenres, to me, that were or before classified as pop need to shift back to pop,
mm-hmm.
like Chris Brown. Not the stuff right now, but the stuff that came out a couple of years ago, I feel is more pop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I mean that stuff is almost borderline in like Britney Spears and Backstreet Boys and all of that stuff. Some of the stuff isn't really R&B, although it's in that category.
Right.
So now all of that gets shifted into contemporary R&B, but it's not necessarily R&B.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know about doing too many subgenres. I think that they just need to have a different genre altogether.
Okay, so just kick some of this stuff out. It's just not R&B.
Out of R&B.
It's just not
yes.
R&B. Yeah.
And I hate to say that, but some of it is just not.
Well, I feel the same way about rap, but I mean, I know for a fact some of what people call hip hop, what people call rap, is not hip hop. So you could literally just put hip hop over here by itself and then break hip hop and rap into clearly different things. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, even now at this point, rap has got like 5 subgenres itself, and rap is not hip hop to me. Like, so
no,
yeah, it's a lot.
Because hip hop is hip hop,
right?
And rap. Right,
but
like
but they're in the
has
same
a feel.
Yeah.
Hip hop has a feel, like hip hop is where it actually started, and then it started to move into more.
It went to rap. I think
gangster rap.
Yeah, it turned to rap.
Rap is harder than hip hop.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think those 2 categories work for hip hop.
Yeah.
And then the other stuff just needs maybe you could call it mumble rap, or.
Well, then you're gonna get some. Well, we can't call it that because that's offensive. But we'll call it. Yeah, they get mad when you say that. Yeah, they get real mad when you say that. Trust me.
Oh,
they get mad. Well,
so what we gonna call it?
We
then?
can call it. We can break rap itself down into. We could take rap, and then we could also say rap, trap. Then we can break that even further down into drill. Separate trap and drill because they sound different. Trap and drill are not the same thing, so we can break it down and make those 2 subgenres. And when we have rap, then that can encompass a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? But then when you can break down, all you gotta do is give hip hop its own genre, then take rap and then break rap into subgenres of drill and trap, and we'll be good to go. And rap. You know what I'm saying? We'll be good to go. You know what I'm saying? At that point, we should be able to get everything where they need to be at that point. You know what I'm saying? Just that simple separation, I feel. But
well, do you think they need to add another category to R&B?
Yeah, because here's the thing. While I feel like Chris Brown does have some pop records, Chris Brown is still, to me, R&B, right?
Yeah.
Like undoubtedly, he's an R&B artist. I think it would be offensive to him to call him anything but that, and try to put to putting Chris's music in pop would just be like, because you got some you got some songs, and then you have something like he'll drop something like Fine China or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll be like, oh, I forgot how really dope and smooth he
but
can
the
be.
thing is this. I'm an R&B artist, right? I got a song under my alias Maxi Millions where I'm rapping. That's not going to be in the R&B category because I'm an R&B artist.
True. So he should have an alter ego for some of those records and then release them.
If you do a rap record, it should be in the rap category.
That's true. It's
not in the just because you're an that's like being me doing a country record and putting it in
Beyonce
category.
Yeah, see Cowboy Carter. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
we have a shining example of that. Yeah.
And I don't think that any artist should be put in a box. I feel like you should be able to do any genre that you want. But
also, yeah.
But when it comes to awards, I don't think that it belongs in R&B if it's pop. If it pop, it's pop. If it's R&B, it's R&B. If you got like a 12 song album, let's say, most of it is R&B, then it belongs in the R&B category.
Right, the album itself, the project itself.
The body of work.
Yeah.
But if you're talking singles, it needs to go in its correct category.
That's a good point. You can have the album, the project can be what it is, and the artist he's an R&B artist, but this particular song, let's just even when the label or whoever gives it up for the nomination, make sure when you put it in for the nomination, just don't put it in for the nomination in that category that you feel it fits.
Right.
Instead of putting it in R&B. I got you. All right, so let's get into this song. All right, let's play this song. This one is called "What I Feel Is Real." You said it's a more R&B, contemporary R&B song, and you're really showing your pipes on this one. So I'm gonna let you go ahead and give me a drop, and then we're gonna hit play on this thing.
Okay. It's Monique Nikkole, and up next is "If What I Feel Is Real."
Right here on K100 Radio.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
If what I feel is real, love is for me. I'll give you all my love. If what I feel is real, baby. Oh, love make it real. I've been through the rain. I've been through all the pain, lies, games, and cheating ways. Makes me just turn and run away. Should I trust you with my heart? I fell in love from the start. You looked in my eyes, touched my soul, and now I've lost all control. What I feel is real. Love is for me. I'll give you all my love. What I feel is real. Feel is real, babe. Should I just let you go? Lord knows I've been wrong before. My mind says no, my body says yeah, 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 yes. But would I be left with all regret? What I feel is real. Love is for me. I'll give you all my love. If what I feel is real, feel is real, baby. Oh, love make it real. It's your love, and you're guilty as charged. You stole my heart from me. Now I know this is where I should be. Surrender your love to me. Oh, baby. I need to know if it's real. Oh, baby. Oh, yes. What I feel is real. I'm in love, baby. This is the way I feel.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, Hip Hop and R&B.
K100, you bastards!
K100 Radio, I am your host, Blizzard. Welcome, everybody. Listen, we get ready to wrap this thing up. We've been having a really great conversation over here with Monique Nikkole, and we've been playing some of her music, and had a really great in-depth conversation. This is what we mean when we have a direct line interview, a direct conversation with people. This is what it's all about. We have a real straightforward conversation with the artist. We also get into the music and everything, but we like to give you a good feel of, more than just the music, right? Kind of take you behind the scenes a little bit. Like I said, we call it direct line interview, direct conversation. You see what we did there? Thank you. All right. Monique Nikkole, before we get ready to wrap this thing up, and I'm gonna end the show, and I'm gonna play the video at the end, and then you can go ahead and ride out. Is there anything that you want to talk about, that you want to bring up? I know you got a new EP coming out. Anything else that you want to make sure that we cover before we get ready to wrap up this interview?
New singles dropping. We are October 24th.
Okay.
So we got coming up. That's what's next. The Unplugged video is gonna be dropping as well. I shot that while I was in New York, so we got some fun content coming with that. The official video will be dropping as well. And, the EP's coming up next after that single, y'all. Either the top of the year or, I think the top of the year. We're going to let this one ride out this quarter.
Absolutely. All right.
Yeah.
And one quick, just really, if you don't mind, just a quick, maybe 2-minute conversation I want to just ask you. Because you're one of the few people that I have on there's also a voting member of the Recording Academy, correct?
Mhm.
And I'm a voting member of the Recording Academy. A lot of people don't know that, but I am. You know what I'm saying? I've been for about 6 years now. And so I want to have a conversation, an open dialogue conversation, if we can, really quick, about that process. About the reason why I got interested in it myself is because the whole while even when I was an artist myself, and I'm guilty of this myself, you have a lot of artists and a lot of people in the music industry, and even outside the consumers, who always talk bad and downgrade the Grammys because the person they think should win doesn't win. And we got people that complain about the Grammys every year. The Grammys come around, they have they don't know the process. They don't even know who votes. It's not a popularity contest. It's not really voted on by the general public. You have to be a member of the Recording Academy, and there's process to that and steps. You have to be qualified, and you have to get permission to be accepted into the academy to be able to vote. All right.
Right.
So people don't know that, but as a person that actually is a member of the Recording Academy, I got into it because I was one of those same people who used to complain about it all the time, because I was like, yo. And I think what sent me over the fence to actually start to really just look into it is when Macklemore won over Kendrick, right? You know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, enough of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, who's making these decisions, right? I knew that it was the Recording Academy, but I just was like, who are these people? So then I started looking into it myself. Lo and behold, they had the applications. I was like, I started reading the qualifications, and then I went to I was at an event, and I ran into the head of the Atlanta chapter, who it was back then. And it was a music industry event, and she was like, why don't you try to apply? She was like, I was on the panel, and she talked, and she heard me speaking and everything, and she came up to me afterwards. She was like, when she introduced herself, I was like, yeah, the Grammys. I kind of had this look on my face, and she was like, I know that look. She was like, have you ever applied to be a member? And I was like, never occurred to me that I would qualify, because I'm thinking, it's some old white people somewhere that's like, you know what I'm saying, or some buddy, some good old boy system. There's no way you're going to pick this me at that point. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, you should apply. So I did, got in, right? And so then I got into the back end of it, and I started seeing it. And then from that point, I sat back and I started realizing it's kind of like the American political, we're not American, just the political process, when people complain, but don't vote, right? Or don't even register to vote, but they got so much to say about the process and so much to say about the outcome when you could vote and you could be in it, but you didn't do your due diligence to go register. Okay?
Right.
That's my story. You know what I'm saying? So,
the truth. I mean,
right. So as another, I want to ask you this question. So as another voting member, I want to know what drove you actually to become that, and what do you feel about being a member of the Voting Academy when you see all these people complaining about the Grammys every year, especially Black people?
Well, I do my due diligence as a voting member to explain the process when I'm asked, and then people are like, because people think that it's generated by popularity, by record sales. Well, how did this win? We never even heard of it. It's because that person's peers voted for them and they felt that the project was worthy. So now, with us being members, right, we have seen that the demographic has shifted these past couple of years. Don't you agree?
Yes.
All right. And the nice thing about it is that the Academy is getting browner, and they're actually getting more women in the Academy. More women producers, artists, because in order to be a voting member, you have to be a musician, a singer-songwriter, producer. All right, those are the people that vote. And then you have professional membership, which are like your attorneys and your management, which is great to have as well. It's just a great network. But we are now currently in the first round of voting, and we have to now review these projects that we choose. We get about 6 or 7 categories that you can vote on within certain genres, depending on what your genre is, right?
Right.
And we listen. People submit their work. You listen. And you say, you know what? I think that's worth it. And it might not be something that you hear on the radio all the time.
Exactly.
Right? That actually winds up winning that category. Now, I think that pretty much gives you a perspective on that. Now, in order to become a member of the Recording Academy, at least when I came in, you had to have at least 12 commercial recordings as an artist. Not the stuff just sitting on your hard drive. It has to be out there.
Right.
So you need to have those. And you have to have 2 recommendations. And at that point, both recommendations did not have to come from somebody that was in membership.
Right.
It could be someone on the outside. I think that it probably would make a difference if it is a recording member that did recommend you. That's just my own personal.
I've done it myself, so I've recommended people, but I only recommended the people who I felt like deserved it. And I've had people ask me, and I was like, not gonna be able to do it. I just basically was like, oh, I already did my 2 for the year, because I don't feel like. Yeah, I was like, that'll make
it's not. It's if you put your name on it, they're coming through your portal.
Yeah.
They have to be worth their weight in salt.
Yeah.
So everyone, is just it's just what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not for everybody.
Right.
But you get your recommendations at that point. There's a peer review, and they review, and they either say, okay, we feel like you should be at the academy or not.
Yep.
And that's pretty much how it works. Yeah. And I love being a part of the academy. And I'll be honest, like the first time that I entered the chat, it wasn't recommendations, then you just put in an application.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
And I didn't get in. Right? Then I applied again. I got in the second time. So it took me 2 years to get in.
Yeah.
And at that point, that's when, sorry, y'all. That's when they were doing recommendations.
Right.
And, pretty much somebody had to vouch for you.
Yeah.
And here we are. And I make sure that I exercise my right to vote as an artist.
Yeah.
Because I can't sit back and be like, oh, why this win? And why did that happen if I'm not voting?
Exactly. And that's
regardless
ultimately the point. That's
of whether I have work that's submitted, which I didn't submit this year for myself.
Right.
And you were going to ask me about that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you why I didn't. And listen, and y'all might not like what I'm about to say. But with the category that I would have been entering in, it is so flooded. That ain't even bother. And that sounds bad because I don't want to deter anybody from entering their work.
Right.
But I do have work that I'm featured on that's been entered that's in the best contemporary blues category.
Right. Okay.
And, I'll send out, for your considerations on that project that I'm on.
Okay.
Because I feel like that's a little bit more worth my energy, and I hate to say it, but the R&B category is just too much in that category.
Which is why we might need to break it down. All right, Monique Nikkole. Monique Nikkole, ladies and gentlemen. We went an hour almost. And does it feel like an hour? Because it doesn't feel like an hour to me. It doesn't feel like an hour when you're having a great conversation and great dialogue. The time flies when when you have it. Again, I want to shout out to everybody that's watching over here on the live stream. It's been a couple people commenting, so I'm gonna go through and give a shout out to a couple of the people that was talking. DJ Opens, what's happening? Pocadonna, I think that's what that says. Pocadonna, not quite sure. All right, Kendo Country. WHTL Urban Radio also as well. All right, so someone else, Vaginals. I think I said that shit wrong. All right, anyway, I'm pretty sure I said that wrong. Anyway, I did. I think I said that wrong. I'm sorry. I'm trying to look at that screen. And anyway, thanks to everybody that was watching us over there on the live streams. I appreciate it. Again, if you want to catch any part of this conversation after the fact, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It will be on our YouTube channel. Of course, it'll also be on the Spotify podcast. All right, so it's it's distributed. We're on Spotify and a couple of different platforms. iHeartRadio is also as well has our podcast. Shout out to everybody that's subscribed to those already. We appreciate you. And you can find us anywhere, man. Like a lot of podcast networks have the K100 Radio podcast on there, so you'll be able to get there. Like I said, if you want to watch the visual, in the unshrunken version that's on IG Live, watch it on Facebook, watch it on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. All right. Anything else, we want to make sure that we give out your contact information. Anybody want to get with you about anything, any business or anything, Monique, please give them the information where they can contact you. And also, please give them your social media.
Yes. At Monique Nikkole everywhere. MoniqueNikkole. You Google me, you'll find all my links.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could just add at gmail.com and hit me up if you have any inquiries. And just follow me everywhere at Monique Nikkole.
Monique Nikkole, and I got the name up on the screen. So as she's saying that, I literally put it up on the screen for you guys watching on the live stream. You can't miss it. You can't misspell it. There it is right there. And before we go, since you're already on YouTube, more than likely watching this replay live, watching this replay or watching it live, we're going to end off right here. We're going to let her go, but we're going to end it with a video. All right, we're going to play the video for Red Bottoms. All right, Monique, go ahead and give it to us. Give us a drop, and we're going to drop this video on the people that's watching the live stream. This Red Bottoms featuring a little flip. How did that come about? And give it to us, and then we're going to sound off there.
Okay, my business manager, which was my manager at the time, Michael Stemley, had thought I needed to do one of these type of records, one of these contemporary R&B records.
Mm-hmm.
So J. Hot Scott, y'all already heard his name. He produced this record with C. Scott. And then we were like, well, who we gonna get on it? And I was like, let's get a female. And he was like, oh, let's get Lil Flip. And I was like, oh, okay. And we got Lil Flip on it, and it was great. He's great, and it was easy. We shot the video, and the rest is history. And yeah, we hit Billboard with that too.
All right. Shout out to Lil Flip. I haven't heard from him in a minute, so I'm just, when I seen the feature, I was like, I ain't heard from Flip in a minute. What's going on here?
He's busy.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. So that was dope to hear from him. You know what I'm saying? And the song is actually sliding a little bit. So let's go ahead and jump into it. All right. We're going to let you go, Monique. Nikkole, thank you for coming on K1's Radio. We really appreciate the time. It was a really great conversation. I hope you enjoyed yourself.
I did. Thank you so much for having me.
Salute to my guy, Q the Question, for actually plugging us together and making this thing happen. He was the one that sent the information over, and we got everything in play to make the interview go down. So shout out to the homie Q the Question over there too as well for making this go down. You feel me? All right, K1's Radio, Monique Nikkole, Red Bottoms featuring Lil Flip. And remember, you're watching this on YouTube right now. Hit the subscribe button. See y'all later.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, Hip Hop and R&B.
You about to get everything you want. Classy, ratchet, nasty. You about to get everything you want. Classy, ratchet.
Boy, look at these hips. I put them on for you. Look at these hips. How was your day? About to get better. Know you've been working all day, making that cheddar. Sit back, relax, boy. Look at this ass, boy. Tonight ain't no coulda, no shoulda. You get it, just what you asked for. Classic, ratchet, nasty. I could be anything you want me to.
Long weave on my real hair. I'm throwing it.
Boy, I got them red bottoms and lingerie. Red bottoms and lingerie. Red bottoms and lingerie. Got red bottoms, got red bottoms, got red bottoms and lingerie. Red bottoms and lingerie. Red bottoms and lingerie. Got red bottoms, got red bottoms, got.
I got red bottoms. These are bloody shoes.
Boy, come in the door. Take off them boots and them word paint. Put them on the floor. Cause I got a trick for your baby. It's gonna make you wanna pay me. Cause I got that drip from Biggie Cigarettes, make you wanna keep me driving crazy. Tonight I'm serving you your every need, I'm gonna cater. If you like it ratchet, I could do it like I'm from Decatur. Classic, ratchet, nasty. I can be anything you want me to. Red bottoms and lingerie. Red bottoms and lingerie. Red bottoms and lingerie. Red bottoms, got red bottoms, got red bottoms and lingerie. Red bottoms and lingerie. Red bottoms and lingerie. Got red bottoms, got red bottoms, got.
I
The
got
Flip in
red
the
bottoms.
building. As soon as I leave the studio, I'ma come put it right on you. When you walk around in them heels, you killing them, girl, like pneumonia. You love the way I make you feel. I'm rocking my Rollie Daytona. I come from the land of the trill. Not even E.T. could phone you. Girl, you gotta put your back in it. My pockets got 100 racks in it. My bedroom got plaques in it. I break headboards, I'm shacking. You should come roll with a dun. Let's roll in my dun. I see you rolling your tongue. Look, baby, you know I'm the one. I turn to the front and put your hair up in the bun.
Take it off.
It's going down.
Here's another exclusive interview on K100 Radio.
In the coop, I'm gon' put my love on you. I got red bottoms, this be blood shoes. Pull up in the coop, I'ma put this love on you.